You're not hiding from me, Robin.
Roger.
Right, come on, let's just give you a big shout out for Pinpoint. So come on, what are you doing here? There's a Steam show in it. Any scene, please.
Anything. LAMMA. We're here with Clefin Digital. So this is a focus here, Clefin Digital, with their two main products, which are My Data Plant and Crop Radar. And
you've done this before. You're brilliant. Keep going.
Okay. So My Data Plant is a farmer-based product, allowing farmers to access satellite data and to look at individual fields and monitor the growth of the crop through the year, and during key phases to create variable rate prescription maps for fertilizer, seed and crop protection. And it's an independent product from an independent farmer-owned business, so it's not linked to a manufacturer or a other form of input supplier. Key USP. Farmers' data is held securely for themselves. There's no use of that.
I was going to bring that up.
And you can buy as little as 1 hectare, or you can buy as many as 5,000 hectares worth of profiling in a year if you wish to.
Okay.
And the second product is Crop Radar. It's a really unique product, Crop Radar. And Crop Radar allows us to use satellite data to identify individual crops on the ground and to profile the areas of crops at a multi-country level, or right down to a postcode district level in each country. So you can look at the areas and where the fields are for a given crop or collection of crops on the ground.
So Robert, this whole area is incredibly fascinating. If you look at the likes of, say, accountancy software, or who was it? I remember the previous Bank of England governor stated that in the next 10 years there'd be so many white-collar jobs would go because it's all going to go online. So accountancy systems, like for our business, we use the likes of Xero, which we just pay a monthly subscription for, and it's so much more better and efficient, no offense to an accountant, than using an accountant. And likewise, say within the legal sector, with your type of software, is it basically the same that the farmer can deploy your software at a low cost on a subscription basis and get all the benefits of it, especially whilst you're constantly updating the technology to make it better and better?
Absolutely. The subscription the farmer has is for My Data Plant is on a hectare basis, and they can buy as little as 1 hectare, as many as 1,000, 10,000 hectares, whatever the size of the farm is. And in the background, the system is constantly evolving, so they are getting the benefits of those new satellite data, new algorithms, new outputs in there as well. And it's not just NDVI, it's a multitude of indices coming together. So you've got chlorophyll content, moisture stress index, you've got NDVI data, a whole range of things coming together to give a very robust 5x5 meter resolution to that profiling.
Okay, and we both know what farmers are like. The new generation coming through will see this and adopt this, but there'll be a generation, or perhaps an ilk of farmers who will be wanting to know, Robin, ROI, what's the return of investment? Why should I go through the hassle of deploying this software? What's it going to give to me? Am I going to make money? Is it going to make me more efficient? What do you think?
First thing is, whether it's more efficient or whether it's ticking boxes is one question, because you'll have efficiencies through being able to identify where the inputs need to be placed. We all know the fertilizer prices have been very high, and chem is very expensive. There's an environmental stewardship component here. So if you can sit in your office, you can profile your fields and you can identify where the problems are. You can go and investigate them. You can take photographs on the app to locate them in the fields as well. And then you can actually focus your inputs more effectively to get that return on investment. And also critically, I think, is to actually tick the box of environmental sustainability by targeting them only where they're needed, rather than putting products in unnecessary areas.
Robert, it's virtually a no-brainer. But if there's hesitancy in my voice, you'll know this. I know this. Farmers will say, well, I've got so much data coming at me. Do I need another one? What would your response be to that?
There is a lot of data out there. There are a lot of stakeholders on the farm trying to influence the farm and support the farmer. And this is just another tool to help that conversation develop. But you'll find agronomy companies have got their own solutions as well. Many farmers are independently advised, and they're quite keen on becoming more agronomically aware themselves, becoming basis registered. And those independent guys want an independent solution that they can work with. And on the one hand, they can just use it to monitor the crops rather than do a variable rate. But it's a slow burn process because the industry is moving more towards this. Legislation is forcing them towards more focused inputs and justifying inputs. Like in France and elsewhere, you can't just go and blanket treat, you've got to justify that input. And you can use a system to show that you're justifying it. It's great. Water companies as well, they like to understand where crops are on the ground and the associated products that are used in them, so they can help farmers to mitigate against issues there may be with watercourse management as well. So Crop Radar and My Data Plant have a tool there and focus for that as well.
It sounds a brilliant product. 10, 15 years ago, we wouldn't have been stood here talking about it. 10, 15 years time,
Yeah.
what do you think we'll be talking about then? How will the likes of this product, how do you think it will have evolved by then?
I think it has to evolve with the users, because the users, as you've said, the users, there's a mixed generation out there. A lot of elderly farmers who are looking to get the younger generation involved, so the transition to go on. The youngsters are more involved with the technology and more understanding of the technology, so that'll help them to grow with it. And the older generation will perhaps look to quieter times and leave it to the younger generation to pick up. But it is an evolving thing. I mean, there's so many solutions here. We've seen today in this wonderful show, there's every possibility of options for farmers. But it's just a tool in the toolbox of information to help them.
But that, again, Robin, that's why I wanted to film you, because I think farmers should adopt companies such as yourself and realise it's not you're not just buying a product. You're in effect you're buying, what's the word? Buying a life cycle. You've got to engage with yourself and your colleagues and grow with you.
You have.
So everyone benefits. Here we go. Collaboration. It's a collaborative product.
Yeah, and the key thing with this is it shows the farmer the whole farm from the office with their own knowledge of the land over many, many years, and they'll identify straight away that what tends to happen with this product. The farmer comes along, I say, give me a field in your farm you want to see on the system, and they always pick the worst field that they know got historic problems. And lo and behold, they'll see the image reflected. They'll show the old ditch lines, the old hedge lines, and they'll relate to it. And then suddenly there's some sort of familiarity with a digital image compared to what they know on the ground as they walk the fields. And that's one part of the stepping process of onboarding them with this technology. And then they'll then understand how they can use it. The machinery companies come on board with the ability to actually implement the variable rate applications. And we have these silos on farm with machinery and crop protection and seed guys. We need to come together more collaboratively, as you say, for the benefit of the industry. The industry is going that way. They are talking more broadly.
Definitely.
And you've got machinery guys who are becoming basis qualified, understanding the economy as well. But key stakeholders on the farm to work together. That's what it's all about.
Excellent. How can we find out more about you and the product?
Look at Clefman Digital on website. You'll find under My Data Plant website, you'll find Clefman Digital website, and you'll find Crop Radar websites. Look at those, and you'll find content details on there.
Excellent. Robin, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you. Bye.